Hello. Today I'm going to be telling you how I won the expert division as a white belt. Now, I'm going to go into that. No, I'm not a college wrestler. No, I'm not pump the brakes. I feel like people are going to be like, "Oh, No, I'm not. But I won the expert division as a white belt, and here's how I did it. Now, the first thing that I did was I tried to find a good gym, right? And I went to like 4 different gyms, and people are gonna be, oh, you hop to gyms. Whatever, I don't care. Some were just too expensive. I don't come from money, and some were just bad. Someone actually tore my labrum, so I did this with a torn. I did all this before I won the belt. I did all this with the torn labrum. I found this new gym. Great coach, great guy, and he taught me a lot of great stuff, and I just kept going. But I want to get into, kind of the timeline of it all. I kept doing tournaments, competing a lot is kind of what got me better. But honestly, going to open mats helped me a lot. Still helps, You get to get different reads. It's not like it's just your gym. I actually met and trained with a UFC fighter at an open mat, and I rolled with him and many times, and he taught me a lot of great stuff, So anyway, point being, open mats helped me a lot. Then I found this new gym, and great gym. I love the way that they train. I later found out that they trained in eco. I didn't know there was a difference, but the way that they trained really helped me. I went 14-0. I beat 14 guys in competition, and I've won 6 tournaments since coming to this new gym. Haven't lost a single tournament. So in August, I had my first tournament with this team. I had an ear infection in both ears. It was like swimmer's ear in both ears because there's a cold plunge at my gym, right? And I kept doing it because everyone told me it helped. Well, I didn't plug my ears, so I got double ear infection. I was deaf the whole tournament. I was deaf. I couldn't hear anything. Couldn't hear anything. But I really wanted to compete because I knew I had gotten better, and I competed. It was a 9-man bracket, 10-man bracket. And I won gold. And I remember, I think I won them all by finish. I submitted all of them. And I remember the last match, I got up and I pointed to my coach and I was like, "Huh? You like that?" And I remember, because I told him, I was like, because he told me before, he's like, "I just want to see how you do. It's not that big of a deal if whatever happens." I told him, I'm like, "I'm going to win." And this is when I got into that mindset of, it's the Ilya Taporia mindset, and it's so many other fighters before him, of you're excited to go, you're excited, you're gonna win. It's obvious, it's already happened, it's already written down, you're gonna win. And once you have that confidence, nothing can stop you. And I just sliced through everyone. I remember I got up and I pointed at my coach and I looked at him, and that was a good moment. That got me my confidence back, and I like to think that that's when that's when I was kind of reborn a little bit, when I got that win. I was like, all right, I'm pretty good at this submitting people thing. And then it comes to September. I had a tournament, and actually I'm pretty sure I was healthy for this one. I think I was a little sick. Here's the thing: you're never gonna be fully healthy. I was a little sick. I think I had a slight fever, but it wasn't that bad. So I was like, whatever. I competed. I had 2 matches, nothing. And my first match, I was very calm, and I was very excited to go. And then before my match, my coach came to me. He's like, everyone else is kind of not doing too good this tournament. I need you to win. I need you to dominate him. And I was like, okay. And I was smiling, and my coach was just dead serious. I've never seen him look like that before. And I was like, okay. And I square up with the guy I'm going against, and I collar tie him. And as he goes to collar tie me, he palmed me, man. He smacked me hard. And I was like, okay. So, and I start smiling, and you see in the video, I start pulling his head down, and I'm smiling. And the whole time, and I was talking to him. I'm like, I was calling him some names, man. I was, come here, and he took a shot on me. And I actually DDT'd him. it was a crazy scramble, and I got on his back, and I went like this to the coaches. And wow, did I get a lot of that clip. I mean, that clip went viral on TikTok. It got over like 1.3 million or something like that views. The Russians, Brazilian, I mean, everyone loved it or hated it. That was a very controversial clip. I stand by it. I stand by it. Now my name is Vincent the Sleeper around here. So, yeah, I after I did that, I choked him out right after. I went like this, and I got the choke. That was great. That was a great tournament. And then in October, this is actually, I think, what made me better. And I didn't realize it in the moment. I went against a really high-level wrestler. To me, he was really high. I don't even know his credentials, but he was good. He was really good. He had great cardio. He was just, and I looked at his smooth comp. He was like 21-0 before I went against him. And I was like, and I remember my coach was like, all right, this might be the one where you lose. Or I don't think he said that, but he's like, you might struggle here. And I was like, I know what he's gonna try to do. He's gonna try to wrestle me. I later found out that this gym had gone against me before, and I had Darced one of their comrades. So they knew who I was. They knew they had a game plan. I think they went against me. It was a round robin, 1, 2, 3, and I win the first one by decision. He shot on me. I took his back, but got the body triangle. I was looking for the choke. The guy was defending really well. They gave the decision to me. The second one, I went against him, and I lost a decision to him. He was doing really good with the wrestling, and I had a choke. But in this specific tournament, the point system was very different than others. You don't get attempted submission points. Like, it was a deep choke, got nothing. It's very heavy top guy based. So in the third match, in the finals, I took him down, or he shot on me. I used it to take him down. I passed his guard, and I was just on his hips the whole time. And that was very, very hard. Point being, this whole experience of like, wow, this was very hard, kind of shot down my morale. But you notice that, like, when that happens in the UFC, right? You see guys like Islam when he went against Volk the first time. It was a very hard outing. A lot of people said he lost. You see that in the second one now. And you see the second fight against Volk. You see what happened, right? Knocked him out. Sorry, if you don't know, he knocked him out. And then you see another one. I mean, there's so many instances where they have a bad or iffy, like, last fight, and then they do the next fight, and they just do so good. And that's what happened with me. In October, I won that tournament, right? But it was like close decision, and I was like, left a sour taste in my mouth. And my coach was like, it's a good thing, we know what to work on. And I was just, my ego was hurt. The next tournament, Naga, I got to fight for this. I went to the expert division after having a really close decision. And like, I was like, I'm going to the expert one. I'm doing it anyway. And I dominated that tournament. I didn't get a single point scored on me. I went 16-0 on points. I finished them both, I'm pretty sure. And I remember on the last one, I got an arm triangle. And I got up after the arm triangle because I heard him wheezing. And I was just so, like, just in flow state. And the reason I was in flow state is because I'll preach this to the day I die. Your brain, I learned this from John Jones, your brain, the anxiety and the excitement, they're right next to each other in the parts of your brain. Now, you need to realize that. And before you fight or before whatever you're doing, convince yourself that you're excited. Because once you realize that you're excited, I'm leaving this with a belt, with a cool title belt. And it says champion on it. It's got dragons. This is really cool. I was excited. That's so cool. I'm going to win the expert division as a white belt. I don't know anyone else that's done that. And yeah, I was very excited. And once I realized that, I was like, nobody's going to stop me. Like, if I get put in a choke, it doesn't matter. I get put in closed guard, doesn't matter. I just sliced through everyone I went against. And I remember on the last match, I got an arm triangle. I got it in really tight. I heard him wheezing. Bye.